Hi Leos, Trishna here. Welcome to your March 2020 Love Tarot reading. In this video, we're going to be doing things just a little bit differently. We're going to start off with the intuitive portion, as we always do, followed by the tarot portion of the reading. But what I'm going to be doing this month is I'm going to be first focusing on your energy. I'm also then going to focus on your partner's energy, and then I'm going to focus on the energy of your relationship, of your partnership together. Because in relationships, there is a lot of mirroring that goes on. In romantic relationships, in family relationships, and friend relationships, there's always mirroring going on. There's always a mixing of energies. As you listen to this reading, keep that in mind and know that sometimes I may be referring to your partner's energy, but that's actually your energy, or I may be referring to your energy and that's actually your partner's energy, or there's some kind of combination of the two. So keep that in mind as you listen to the reading. Listen to the reading as it applies best for you and your unique situation. So what I'm feeling for you, Leo, with regards to the intuitive portion of this reading and with regards to your energy, is I feel like your energy is in a place of contentment. I feel like your relationship situation, there probably isn't too much going on. And with you, Leo, I'm feeling like both the energy of those of you who are in a official couple relationship, as well as those of you who are not officially in a relationship right now as well. So either way, I feel like you're in a content space. I feel like there isn't really a lot going on in your relationship or in the romance area of your life. I feel like maybe in some ways you could describe it as a little bit boring, but I feel like you don't feel like it's boring. Like somebody could describe it as boring, somebody could say there's really not that much going on, everything's basically status quo, but you feel good about it. You feel happy about it. You feel very at peace with the relationship. You feel happy. Like it's maybe even, it's more than just feeling at peace. You feel like happy in the relationship, in the stability of the relationship, in the reliability of the relationship. So you're feeling good, Leo. Now, when I look into your partner's energy, it's a little bit confusing, I think, because right now, Leo, like I was saying before, I'm not just picking up on those of you who are coupled off or those of you who are single. I'm kind of picking up on all of you right now. And so for those of you who are, I would say that either way, no matter what your romantic situation is right now, your partner situation is doing just fine. So if you're in a relationship, I feel like your partner feels really happy. I feel like they're very happy with you. They also feel very content in the relationship. If you are not officially coupled off, or even if you're not dating anybody or seeing anybody in that way, I feel like there is a person of interest at the very least that is in your mind. And I feel like you feel good about that. And whether or not this person of interest knows that you are interested in them, I feel like there's some kind of positive energy, some kind of positive vibe still coming from them. So they may not know that you're interested, they may not even know that you exist, but I feel like there is positive potential there for when the two of you do actually meet or start to engage in that way. When I pick up on the energy of your relationship together, for those of you who are currently in a very settled, very stable relationship with somebody, most likely if you are, you've been with this person for a year, maybe longer, like a few years, I feel like there's gonna have to come a point in time when you do inject a little bit more excitement into your relationship. I feel like your mindset right now, Leo, is, for those of you who are coupled off, is that you are very happy with how things are, and your partner seems really happy with how things are, and you feel like in your mind things could stay like this for forever, and that would be enough. That would be more than enough. You'd be very happy with that. But I do think, Leo, that one of you, most likely your partner, is going to get a little bit restless. I don't think they're going to be looking around at other people, but I feel like they're going to want some more activity in your relationship. So, Leo, like maybe in 2 months or so, try to start planning dates or thinking up things that you can do together with your partner that are fun, that are different from the mundane or different from the status quo or different from what you typically do. Try to add in some new experiences or make some new memories with your partner, and I think that that will inject a little bit more life into your relationship. Right now, everything feels great, but I think that, you know, you're gonna want to put in a little bit more spice in about 2 months, most likely. That's when what feels really good right now starts to stagnate, starts to feel like things are too slow, starts to feel like nothing's really happening, starts to feel boring. Right now, it may look boring to an outside observer, but it doesn't feel boring. In the future, it may actually start to feel a little bit boring, and you may start to feel a little bit trapped in your relationship, and your partner may start to feel restless, like I was saying before. So, for those of you who are not officially in a relationship with somebody, or maybe you aren't even engaging with this other person, I feel like there's going to be some opportunities that come up in your romantic life in general. I don't know if it's with this particular partner or like this energy that I'm sensing for those of you who are not in a couple relationship. It's a little confusing doing this reading when I'm picking up on Leos who are not officially in a relationship, because then it's like, what does your partner represent? Like, what is that energy about? So I think it's really supposed to represent more of your romantic life. And I feel like there are going to be some dates coming up, some activities, some like flirting, or like some really nice romantic exchanges with somebody, either the person that you're thinking of when I mention partner, even if you're not officially with them, or maybe somebody else. So there's going to be some activity in your love life, Leo, probably by June there will be. So keep an eye out for that. So that's what I'm feeling for your collective energy together. So now I'm going to go ahead and pull some cards, and we're going to look into your energy, your partner's energy, and your relationship energy through the cards. All right, Leo, so I pulled some cards from the Good Tarot by Colette Baron Reed. And so the cards that I got for your energy, Leo, is I got the Page of Water in reverse, and I also got the Seven of Air in reverse. So what these are telling me, Leo, is I feel like for those of you who are in a relationship, maybe also those of you who are single officially, I feel like you are currently in a waiting mode. Like you're waiting for something. You're waiting for something, but you don't know what. And I think that has to do with that energy of contentment, the energy of like being happy with what is. It's like, I think you are happy with what is, but I feel like you're also waiting for what's next, what's more. I don't feel like you're waiting on your partner to do anything. I don't feel like you're expecting them to step up in some way or to give you something. I feel like you're waiting on something else though. Like maybe you're waiting on an idea on how to move your relationship forward, or how to bring more excitement into the amazing relationship that you already have. Or maybe you're waiting on the universe to give you some kind of sign, to put something on your path, or to give you that idea that you can then execute on. So Leo, I feel like what we talked about in the intuitive portion, you are in a positive place in your relationship, but I feel like the cards are also saying that while you are happy in your relationship, you like where it is, you are also kind of in this what's next mode. You're waiting for something, like something, you need something. Something maybe feels just a little bit missing. With the seven of air, I feel like this feeling that you're waiting on something is kind of closing you off in some ways. I feel like maybe you could be feeling very content in your relationship because you are closing yourself off emotionally, because you don't really know where to take things. So you don't really have the idea on how to spice things up. So you are trying to convince yourself that everything's okay, everything's fine, everything's perfect as it is. So you're not closing your emotions off from your partner. I feel like you love your partner very much, and they definitely love you very much. That's for sure. I feel that very strongly. But because things are in like a more boring mode and you don't really know what to do about it, you're trying to be happy with what you have. And in doing that, you're kind of closing yourself off to what you really feel, which is like, I need more. But I do feel like, Leo, I feel like there are going to be some opportunities to add more excitement to your relationship, or for there to be some memories that the two of you can create together. And I feel like it's really important that you notice them. They're going to be present, but you need to notice them. In the intuitive portion, I said that like you have to actively go out and make these memories or find activities to do with your partner. Whereas with the singles, they are gonna like their romantic life is automatically going to start getting more spiced up. There's gonna be a lot more romantic interactions and maybe some flirting and things like that. I feel like the cards are saying, Leo, that there are going to be opportunities that present themselves to you as well. You're not going to have to go out and start from scratch or go out and look for things like I was saying in the intuitive portion. I feel like the cards are actually saying there's going to be things that show up on your path, but you need to notice them. You need to stop being numb to what you really feel and notice the opportunities that fall on your path, because they will fall on your path. The universe is going to give you the ideas that you're looking for, the next step that you're looking for in your relationship, but you have to make sure that you're paying attention to them, and that when you see them, that you don't second guess them, and that you decide to go ahead and try them out and pursue them and like go after them. So that is the guidance for you, Leo. especially for those of you who are currently in a relationship. Now, I'm going to switch over to the cards that represent your partner's relationship. I feel like this actually represents more of the singles. So it was like your energy represented more of the Leos who are coupled off, and then the partner's energy actually seems to represent more of the Leos who are currently single. So for that energy, I got the seven of water, and the 8 of earth. So Leo, what I feel with the 7 of water is I feel like you are kind of in this like happy, flowy, dreamy state. And again, I feel like this is a little bit more for those of you who are single or like not officially in a relationship. I feel like you are optimistic about love, you are longing for love, you want some love, and I feel like maybe some of you have a few options out there. Maybe they're not like very concrete options where these people have expressed their interest in you, but I feel like you are considering several different people. There are like 7 different people who are interesting, and you're kind of looking at them and wondering like, is this something that could work out with them? Is this something that can work out with them? There's just some like relationship ideas out there for you. I do feel like even though there are a lot of options, there are a lot of fish in the sea that are kind of available to you right now that maybe you could pursue, I feel like there's one that really stands out. There's one that you really want to work out. So there's like all these options, and yeah, you know, you're kind of entertaining them, but there's really one that you want. And so I feel like you want one, and you're wondering if that is one that you can have, and that is one that will work out. And I feel like with the 8 of earth, you really want stability in your relationship. You want a relationship with somebody that can grow, that can actually become something that is real, that is something that is long lasting, that can maybe turn into like something very official like marriage or something like that. So that's what you're looking for at this point in time in your relationship journey, Leo. And so when you're looking at all these options, like you know what it is that you want. And so when you entertain each one of these options in your mind, you're kind of like, but which one is really going to give me the happiness that I desire? Which one is really the one that is right for me on my point in this journey right now? So that's where I feel like the singles are currently at. So for the energy of your relationship together, I feel like this may represent a little bit more of the singles energy, but I got the 2 of air and I got the 10 of water. So with the 2 of air, Leo, I feel like you are going to have to make a decision. And I feel like that very much aligns with the 7 of water that I got for the singles, where there are a bunch of opportunities in relationship and love, like people that you are entertaining in your mind, if not in real life, and you want one of them to really work out. And I feel like you're going to have to make a decision. You're going to have to make a decision either amongst all of these options, or you're going to have to make a decision on whether to choose yourself or to maybe choose the person that you're interested in, if that is something that the other person reciprocates. And I feel like this decision, Leo, is going to be a little bit sad. I feel like it's going to be a little bit sad because you're having to choose between yourself or to choose between a relationship. Not the relationship, not the best relationship, but having a relationship. So the decision is really going to be, am I just going to date somebody because there's somebody there and I want to be in love and I just want to be in a relationship? Or am I going to choose myself, and am I going to wait on the right person because all the options that I'm interested in, maybe even that one that I'm really looking for, isn't really what I'm looking for. It's not actually going to give me the 8 of earth. And so what am I going to decide? Am I going to decide to just go for the relationships that are here just because they're here? Or am I going to pick me? Am I going to hold off? And am I going to wait instead and turn away these other opportunities and wait instead for the relationship that I really want that I can't see yet? And I don't know if it's going to come. I think, Leo, you know it's going to come. Like, you really believe that and you know that. And I know that that's true for you as well. I feel that as well. But, like, you can't see it right here. Like, that person, if you're having to make this decision, you may come to the realization that that person isn't here. That person isn't that one that you're interested in. And so that means that they're not here in your reality right now. And so you have to wait to find them. And sometimes it's easier, or it can feel easier, to just pick who's in front of you right now. Because they're here, they're tangible, they're real. I can work with this person. I can make this work. Or, so sometimes it's easier to pick that over, well, I know none of these people really fits. I could try to make it work, but would it really work? Or is it better to like go into the unknown? Like, I think when you choose yourself, you're having to go into the unknown. And that's kind of the scary, maybe off-putting or like unsettling part of the two of air decision that you have to make, to choose yourself or to choose just what's in front of you. I feel like with the 10 of water, Leo, that you see happiness around you, you know that it's there, you know that it's possible, but sometimes it feels like it's there but you can't touch it. It's like just out of reach. And the thing that I think you need to take away from this, Leo, whether you are single or whether you're currently in a relationship, I feel like this message is kind of useful for everybody, Leo or not even. Happiness is around you, and it's there, and it shows up all the time in every single one of our lives. It doesn't matter how low your life is currently, there is always some kind of glimpse of happiness that you can hold on to. It's like, and I give this example a lot in my videos, it's like when you're really mad at somebody and then they maybe make a joke or something happens that's funny around you and it makes you laugh. And then all of a sudden you're like, no, 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 I can't laugh. Like you stop laughing and you go back to being mad because it's like, but I'm supposed to be mad right now. Even though reality, even though you were in a dire situation, reality brought something that made you laugh. Reality brings happiness to you every chance that it gets. So kind of going, like what I'm trying to say is that even when you're upset, like reality can hop in and can make you laugh even when you're angry. It can just bump you right up to like happiness from anger. So happiness is all around us all the time. And the thing that you need to take away, Leo, is to notice that, to notice those little glimpses of happiness that are currently in your life and to hold on to them. Because when you hold on to them, they grow, they snowball, they get bigger. So it's like, this is like the law of attraction, but this is also like the subconscious programming where let's say you decide that you want to have a donut. You want to manifest a donut, or you want to use the law of attraction for the donuts. And whether or not you believe in the law of attraction, all of a sudden, whenever you're out and about, you will notice every single donut shop that pops up. And that's what you need to do with happiness. Is you need to decide, like, I'm going to notice happiness. Every time there's happiness, I'm going to notice it. I'm going to pay attention to it. I'm going to try to acknowledge it and honor it before I move on. I'm not going to discard it. I'm just going to be like, oh, that's a really nice moment. Or that was a really nice joke. I really enjoy that. That made me laugh. That made me smile. Or, oh, like this person sent me this picture. Oh, this person had really good news. I'm really happy for them. And then you move on with your day. So when you decide that you're going to focus on happiness, you're going to start noticing it everywhere you go. And that's what I mean by it snowballs. It snowballs, and every time you notice it, the happiness that comes to you gets bigger and bigger and bigger. So that is a lesson, Leo, that I feel that you need to take away from this is I know that you may have to make a very difficult decision right now on whether to choose what's in front of you, the easy route of picking the relationship that's here and tangible, or to choose yourself and hold out for the relationship that you really want, which is something that is very stable and that is very long lasting. And you're also going to have to decide if the people that you're currently looking at, if any of them are somebody that fits into that realm. And then, so that's going to be very difficult, but there is always happiness around us, and that's what you need to be focusing on the most, is the happiness that is around you. So Leo, that concludes the YouTube portion of this video. As you know, I do extended readings as well, where I go much more deeply into the energies. So in the extended reading, what I'm going to be doing for you, Leo, this month is I'm going to go more deeply into your energy. I'm going to pull more cards, and that will help me go more deeply into your energy. I'm going to go more deeply into your partner's energy and more deeply into the energy of your relationship collectively together. So if you're interested in that, I will see you there. You can access it at my Patreon page, which is the link in the description box. And the link is also at the end of this video. It's www.patreon.com/Trishna. So if you're interested in that, I will see you there. If not, thank you so much for watching. I hope I earned your like and your subscribe, and I will see you in my next video.